noticed over the past few weeks, or few months, that it seems that they've got, there's these ones that think they can go ahead and make certain characters into horror movies, and the characters that they want to make into horror movies, they have to be a pack of bloody idiots. The characters I'm talking about is the characters Winnie the Pooh, Bambi, and the Grinch. Now it seems that just because they've changed it slightly so they don't get into trouble, apparently, which I don't know why Disney doesn't do something about them doing that. There's these idiots that are going ahead and making horror movies of, Winnie the Pooh, the Grinch, and Bambi, as I said. Now, those movies are family movies. They're not horror movies. But you've got these bloody idiots that think, oh yes, we can go ahead, a cash grab. They can't think of their own ideas. They've got to turn around and make characters and turn them into a horror. Oh, let's make them horror movies. It is the most ridiculous, dumb thing I've ever heard of. And I think Disney should definitely do something about this, because they need to tell these idiots not to do that. You see, Winnie the Pooh, the Grinch, the movie, Winnie the Pooh, the Grinch, and Bambi, they're family movies, not horror movies, as these idiots think, oh, we can do that, let's just make them turn into horror movies. It's a cash grab. That's all it is. One big bloody cash grab. They can't think of their own idea. And it's ridiculous. You know, these idiots, think of your own ideas. Don't decide to go, oh yes, let's turn that character and make it a horror. Really? No one's going to want to see those movies. Come on. Turn Winnie the Pooh, the Grinch, and Bambi into horror movies. And then there's something's mentioned else about Peter Pan, Neverland Nightmare, which I hope that's not true. Because if these are bloody dickheads go ahead and make a bloody movie like turning it into a horror, when it's supposed to be a family movie. I hope they don't. And this needs to stop. First Winnie the Pooh, then the Grinch, then, Bambi. These idiots just want to turn all these family movies into horror movies. They have to be the biggest bloody dickheads out. So Disney, you need to do something about these idiots. Tell them to stop. They need to be stopped, because they can't just go ahead and make these movies. because they won't work. They'll flop at the box office. Seriously. You know, these idiots that like cash grabs, thinking, we can't think of our own ideas. We'll just think of, we'll just take that character and turn it into a horror, or even TV shows. Certain TV shows that don't work. Cash grab. For example, the show Charmed. Now we've all seen the original Charmed. Good show. Really good show. Then a few years later, they decide to make another Charmed. Charm the reboot. A cash grab. Let's take the idea of having three females who are witches. Change the names. And the house changed it slightly. But still, they keep it the same as the original. No. One of the sisters are supposed to be with a male, is with a female. And there was I can tell you this, too much of that was part of a story in it, had nothing to do with what the three sisters are supposed to be up against. This villain. You see, Charm ones are, witches, and they fight demons and all that. And that's what the show was about. Fighting off villains, Not have one of the sisters with another female having a lovey-dovey. When they were supposed to be concentrating on the main story. Now this Charm reboot, which was a cash grab, another one of the ones that are a cash grab, the older sister, too tall. One of the other sisters, really short, and the other one short as well. And the white lighter. Seriously. What a joke. It was an absolute rubbish crap show. And it was shown in Australia. Charm reboot, which of course, as I said, cash grab. It was on for a while, and then the next minute, taken off. But they're still making series of the show. It needed to be just taken off, gone, no more. I'm sick and tired of this business of these ones, cash grabs. They can't think of their own bloody ideas. They've got to think of, we'll just take that character, make our own show, or turn characters into horror movies. A cash grab. And it's been happening with a lot. Other shows, Now certain movies, like, for example, Aladdin, that was fine, no problem. There's live action, Aladdin. And you get to the end of it, think, oh, we're going to set the genie free, the genie's going to go off and do his own thing, you know, no problem. Except, instead of the bracelet that's on his wrists, and the genie goes, they end up changing the ending and having the genie turn into a human because the genie, because he was turned into a genie, he was cursed as a genie. Really? That's not how it was in the cartoon. You're going to make a live action movie of a cartoon like that. You make sure you have with the ending how it's supposed to be. But no, they change it. The genie was never human. He was always a genie. It was pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Then, live action movie of Pinocchio. Okay? Keeping to how the cartoon was, you know. Perfect. Until the blue fairy showed up, which was supposed to be white, and the blue fairy was black. Now, I've got nothing against blacks, lovely people, but the thing is, you don't change a character from white to black. And then, the ending. Geppetto and Pinocchio just managed to get out of that evil whale, and Pinocchio, they go really make the boat go fast, and they head towards a cave, and they're sort of about to it, and they come to, and as they walk towards the entrance, Pinocchio transforms into a boy. As they're walking along, you see Pinocchio change into a boy. He never did it like that. He never just suddenly just changed into a real boy. It was the fairy, the blue fairy, that changed Pinocchio into a real boy after he did a good thing. No, walk along, Geppetto's holding his hand, holding Pinocchio's hand, he's changed to a real boy. That's not how it, and it finishes there. Come on, seriously? It's supposed to be the blue fairy. Another thing, they had it where Pinocchio walks past, supposed to be going to school. Now I'll get to that. But on his way to school, there's horse shit on the ground. He stops, wondering what it is, and smells it. And then goes on to the school. He goes inside. Next minute, the teacher gets Pinocchio, throws him out of the classroom. Now the thing is, Pinocchio never got thrown out of the classroom. He was in the classroom. And yet in the movie, we'll just change that as well. Now, the ending was wrong. What they did with the blue fairy, that was wrong. You know, it's supposed to be white fairy, not black fairy. As I said, black people, lovely people, but you don't change it from white to black, a character. And you don't change the ending, making out that, Pinocchio's just changed into a real boy, which means he could have changed into a real boy any time any time in the movie. It was the blue fairy that changed him into a bloody boy, a real boy. But what really ticks me off is this business of making certain characters into horror movies. Come on. What a pack of bloody idiots. Seriously. These ones need to be stopped. Otherwise, they'll do it to every family movie. And they won't work. They'll flop as well. When they're actually, these characters are supposed to be family movies, not horror movies. Come on. These dickheads that think they can just, we might make a movie like that. So anyway, because you see, these ones don't think. So it goes way over their head. Zooming past as you see the planets just zooming past there. It's just so ridiculous, really. I'm so fed up with this business. I mean, come on. You've got Winnie the Pooh, the Grinch, and Bambi. Whether that's true or not. So, anyway. I'm gonna go now, so so I gotta say, don't forget to put a like, put a comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Take care, guys. Bye now.